All right, now we're going to talk about building on that complex. The second movement is snatch high pull. At the top here, what we're trying to do after you made contact with the hip, you're going to try to continue to drive that bar up. This is where you can jump and shrug, trying to extend the elbows as high up as they can get. If that bar continues up towards your face, that's totally fine. But you're trying to drive that bar up as high as you can. Then as we go down to the bottom picture, what you're going to look at is the same thing. After you make contact with the hip, we're continuing the upward momentum of that bar, trying to drive the elbows as high up as you can, see by our line. What we don't want to do and what we don't want to see is after you make contact with your hip is that bar loop way out here from your hip. You're trying to continue instead to drive it up vertically, pulling those elbows nice and high. As you can see right over here, as high up as they'll get. You are not necessarily trying to drive the elbows back towards you. You're trying to drive them up and high. That way we don't have to worry about too much. And then obviously the third thing that we're going to do when it returns to the blocks is we're just going to snatch it. So each of these movements should build on each other. You're trying to get cleanly to your hip using your legs as the driver. Secondly, in the snatch high pull, we're still using the legs as the driver, and then violently shrugging, extending the elbows up, and then just snatch for the third part.